Hello and welcome to another video on this here and our nation. I know it's been many months since my last video. A lot has happened in my life, including me getting married. So I've been doing stuff, and that's taken me away from the YouTube action here. But I endeavor to get back on it at some point in the future, not immediately, mind you. So please stand by. Especially with that Crusader Kings Let's Play I was doing. I'll get back into that. Because we're moving to Korea, she got a job out there. I, of course, do not have a job out there as of yet. I'll eventually find one, but that time will probably free me up to do a few more videos here and there. So, I guess look forward to that in, like, the next few months. I'll post another video around that time. So yeah, stay tuned to the And Our Nation. I'm not dead. The channel is not dead. It will continue. But I have been getting into NationStates a little bit because there's an app called Stately on the phone that lets you easily check it. You get an issue like every 5 hours, so it's been easy to just slide that into the schedule, just pull the phone out, look at the issue, pick something, put it back down for another 5 hours. And I've been getting my nation ruling fix through that. Of course, it allows you to upload custom flags, which I've done so. This is not one of them. This is the flag of Buffalo, the great city of Buffalo. So yeah, I'm going to just show you some flags I use in NationStates. My country that I'm maining, I guess you could say, is called Niagara Erie. It is a combination of western New York and parts of Pennsylvania, which is why you see the flag of Buffalo here. Because for my nation of Niagara Erie, I combined the flag of Buffalo with the flag of Erie, Pennsylvania. Very basic American-looking flag. Into this kind of thing, which I think looks nice. I will say I'm not a graphic designer, so I cannot make this stuff, like the lightning bolts and this torch I got off, I downloaded from a Google image search somewhere. Like, I probably could make this stuff, but I'm using paint.net right now as my Photoshop program, and it is decent, but it doesn't give you a whole lot of control over your measurements, so it's actually hard to get stuff evenly spaced like you see here, which is why it's easier to just copy and paste elements from elsewhere into a sort of Frankensteinish flag, but I like it. This is a decent flag. I'm very happy with it. My wife actually started getting into NationStates. We made her nation a couple nights ago, and she's getting into it. So we made her a custom flag real quick the day she made her nation, and this is what we quickly threw together. Basically, she just demanded blue, gray, red, and purple if I could squeeze it in there. I did not squeeze purple in there. So, as you can see, we quickly just made this in paint. Very harsh colors, kinda not that easy on the eyes, functional I suppose, but also kind of boring at the same time. So today I've just been messing around with ideas. Again, I'm not a graphic designer, but I feel like we can do better than this. So firstly, I just tried bringing the harshness of the colors down a little bit, and traded the leaf out for a star. I don't think we'll go with this one though, because this looks a little too communist, and her nation and NationStates is not a communist nation. So I think, you know, this is just what I started off with. So we'll see where it goes from here. Which brings us to this. This is a little more distinct. I didn't like it when I made it at first, but it has grown on me a little bit over time. Basically, her country is supposed to be heavy into the fishing industries, as she describes what she wants out of the roleplay situation. So I gave her just waves like you might see in England or something like that. Like I said, the paint.net program doesn't give you a whole lot of control over measurements unless you like eyeball it or like get right down into the pixels. So it's a little askew, which I didn't like at first, but I kind of appreciate, just because like the ocean's rough, and also I just think it makes it a little bit more distinct than other flags that have this wavy stuff in it. Furthermore, I added some leaves and just added a couple, scattered them around, kind of makes them look like they're flying in the wind a little bit, which I also like. So I think this flag's okay. I think there are some problems with it. Like, I was a little unsure what to do with this little gray spot down here, whether or not I should just keep that blue or gray, or whether or not, like, the asymmetrical nature of it is good or not, but at the end of the day, I like it. Moving on. So basically, I wasn't sure about that previous flag, but I definitely wanted to give her some options with the watery stuff. So I basically just copied the flag of Kiribati, an island country somewhere that has this stuff. The flag originally had a big sun here, but I got rid of all that and tried making a seal. Her national animal in her nation is a bat, so 2 of those, and incorporated those leaves in the middle of the seal because it needed something there that isn't just blank space. Functional, I guess, but nah, I really don't like it. I tried putting the seal in the middle here, enlarging it a little bit, but still, it's just a little boring to me. I don't like it. I like this one though. This one has a little Star-Spangled Banner-y vibe to it. Like, if we traded the gray out in those stars for white, it would look like some sort of American state, I suppose. But yeah, I think it meets the criteria for simple, but distinct. Whoops, getting ahead of ourselves. An alternative here, we have leaves instead of stars, which I kind of like a little bit more than the stars. Stars gives it an American vibe, but this makes it its own thing. But in case she doesn't like that, I also made these, played around with the arrow design a little bit more, with these lines extending off of it. I like this one too. It has kind of a South Africa look to it, if you use the flag of South Africa for reference, I suppose. But ironically enough, it also kind of gives me a Confederate vibe because we associate gray with the gray uniforms of the Confederate armies, and also, like, if you extend these lines down, they will also form that cross you might see on the Confederate flag. So, influences of South Africa and the Confederacy, which, unfortunate, but unrelated, just coincidental. Kind of like how the flag of Nova Russia looks like a Confederate flag. These things happen. There's only so many things you can do with a flag. But I also kind of find it funny that, like, this is the Confederate version of the flag, this is the American version of the flag. So, funny that kind of worked out that way. But let me know which one you like out of all these. I, of course, am leaning towards either of these two. Potentially this one as a runner-up. We'll see what she thinks later. Thank you. And we're back, and this time I have my wife, Deanne.
Hello.
Alright, so right here what we have on screen is your current flag, the one we made the other night. That is just kind of like basic, the colors are kind of harsh, that kind of thing.
Harsh?
I think so, like, they look like Microsoft Paint colors to me.
Okay, fine.
Alright, so I worked on a few that we can choose from.
Okay.
What do you think of this one? This one I just tried to make the colors a little less
harsh,
in your face, so to speak. Thoughts?
It's not bad. It's alright. It reminds me of Texas though, so not knocking Texas, just, you know.
My theory was, like, I felt like it was too communist in my mind, like the red star kind of thing.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, no. Decent backup, but let's see what other options we have.
Okay, moving on. This one I made because your country is like this coastal, like, fishing economy, so I wanted, like, waves, kind of a wavy flag.
This is kind of cute.
I like it.
Yeah.
Any more thoughts?
No, it's alright.
Okay.
Better than the first one.
So This one.
Ooh, yeah.
You like this one?
Yes, I like this one a lot.
This one is based off of the flag of...
Are those bats?
Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot.
Okay, this one is based off of the flag of Kiribati. It's an island nation. It has like a... basically, I needed that flag because it already had the basic wave shape. This one I tried making the waves myself, which gave it this asymmetrical look because
That's kind of cool though.
I liked it at the end, but it was not intentional.
Right.
So I basically just copied the flag of Kiribati to get the symmetry here, and then tried making a little seal for your nation. It has bats and 4 leaves here in the middle because
I like it a lot. Yeah.
the original flag had leaves on it. This is just an alternative with it in the middle instead of on the side.
I don't think well, can we go back to the other one? For some reason, I like this more.
This
I don't
better?
know why.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
I actually don't like this flag at all, but
What?
I just think the seal I made looks a little too dumb.
What are you talking about?
It's just like, I don't know.
Okay.
It's not what it like most national seals are a little bit more complicated than this, so it looks kind of like basic and plain to me anyway. But this is your country, your flag, not mine.
Maybe it's a basic and plain country.
Exactly. Okay, moving on.
Nah, I'm not
This
gonna.
I like this one. It's simple, distinct, all that. Thoughts?
I like it more than the first one that you showed me.
The first star one?
Yeah, I like it more. Out of the star ones, this one is winning for me, but it's still not my favorite.
Okay.
It's okay. It's just okay.
Okay, and I made an alternative to this one in case you don't like the stars, where it's leaves instead.
No, that looks dumb.
That looks dumb?
That looks dumb.
Okay. Moving on to what I think is our final one. This one.
That's alright.
It's the same arrow concept, but with, instead of like stars or anything, just some gray lines to make it kind of, I don't know, this thing.
That's alright.
Alright. That's all the ones I made. That's just a leaf.
Well, you know what my personal favorite one is? The one with the bats. Not that one, that one.
This one is your favorite.
That one's my favorite, but I can understand what you meant about the basic, what is that called? Emblem?
The seal.
Yeah. It's cute, but like, not flag worthy, if that makes any sense. Like, to have this waving above a government building might look kind of goofy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Go back to the last one. Yeah, that one demands respect.
This one?
Respect.
So this is the winner?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, and the runner-up being...
The wavy bat one.
This one.
Yes.
Alright, we have our winner. It is Disson.
What are we gonna call this one?
I don't know, it's your country.
What do people call their flags?
Well, there's... I only know really the Union Jack and the Star-Spangled Banner. And South Korea's flag, of course, is the supreme ultimate flag, so...
Okay, so they beat me there.
Other flag names, I don't know. We can think about this later.
What about your viewers?
My viewers, they can make up their own flag. But for right now, the flag of
Azurina.
The Azurinan flag is this.
Alright.
Alright. Thank you.
Thank me. Thank us.
Everyone is thanked.
Not everyone.